But Rahul Gandhi is very clear. Narendra surrender is his appreciation of the situation. And I quickly want to bring in Arshdeep Kadial of the Congress Party and Sanju Verma of the Bharatiya Janata Party joining me on the broadcast. Sanju Verma, you heard Rahul Gandhi. His appreciation is Donald Trump called up. Narendra, kya kar rahe ho? Narendra surrender. Sanju Verma, respond.
You know, Gaurav, I think you understand defense, national security, and related matters better than most of us. And I think you don't need to have an IQ of more than 40 or 50 to understand why Rahul Gandhi is called Mandabuddhi and Pappu. I did not want to make this personal. But Rahul Gandhi, आपको 3 लोकसभा चुनाव में लगातार the electorate has shown you the exit door. Lok Sabha 2014, Lok Sabha 2019, and Lok Sabha 2024. You have led your party from one disaster to another, having lost more than 91 big and small elections for your party. And you are busy waxing eloquent about how RSS BJP मेरे से डर जाते हैं, इनको थोड़ा धक्का मारो तो ये भाग जाते हैं.
My only request is one, no personal comments, no personal attacks. That's my only request to all our guests. But you know, on his saying Narendra surrender, Arshdeep Kadial, Shashi Tharoor is a Congress Party leader and a very prominent one and member of Parliament. Yes, minus personal attacks, ma'am, because that kind of just diverts from the main focus, ma'am.
Yeah, but let me finish.
Okay, quickly complete, minus the personal attacks, ma'am. Please go on. Yes, please go on.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Gaurav, my simple submission is this. Till yesterday, the entire Congress brigade used to mock Donald Trump. और आज कांग्रेस के जो नेता हैं राहुल गांधी के नहीं डोनाल्ड ट्रंप के चरण चुंबक बन चुके हैं. My simple submission again is this, Gaurav, that you know, everybody has reported, every journalist worth a little bit of credibility or otherwise says 9 terror hubs of Pakistan were shattered, 11 air defense systems were paralyzed, Pakistan's military assets were completely exposed, Pakistan's nuclear bluff was called out fair and square. For the first time in 65 years, it took a man of Narendra Modi's stature to put the Indus Water Treaty in abeyance. And this entire Congress cabal, what do they say? Indira Gandhi ban pana aasan nahi hai. अरे भाई साहब यही तो हम कह रहे हैं. इंदिरा गांधी बन पाना आसान नहीं है because she could not secure 54 Indian POWs who were left to rot and die in Pakistan.
So let's take this point by point. Ma'am, you've made a pertinent point. Let me get Arshdeep Kadial to respond. Sir, to say Narendra surrender, when your own party leader is stating facts or the position in the United States of America, Arshdeep Kadial, what do you make of what Rahul Gandhi said?
Number one, India wants to know why did Mr. Modi surrender to Donald Trump? Because it's a matter of fact that the US did say to us that if you do a ceasefire, then we will do trade. If you do not do a ceasefire, there will be no trade. There was an ultimatum. And why did Mr. Modi surrender to that? We want to know. Number two, the US announced before us that a ceasefire has happened, and after that we announced it. Number three, we also want to know it from the Bharatiya Janata Party that why is the US being the big brother here and trying to mediate a matter that is between India and Pakistan? Why is the US giving us diktats? And why is Mr. Modi quiet over this? Donald Trump in 21 days made 9 mentions about this, 9 mentions. And Mr. Modi, he has been campaigning back to back in so many rallies. He has said it, he has talked about everything under the sun, but he has not once rebutted Donald Trump. And we want to know it from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Why does Mr. Modi listen to US more, Donald Trump more than listen to his own country? And why did the Bharatiya Janata Party lie to its own country is what we want to know. Because they said that there is no role of the US, but the Donald Trump administration has submitted in a US federal court that Donald Trump used trade to have the ceasefire, and our image globally has been hit because of that. The morale of our army has been hit because of that, and we want to know it from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Is this the reason as to why
Sanju Verma, quickly respond, ma'am.
10 seconds, please. 10 seconds only. Is this the reason as to why the Bharatiya Janata Party is not
Let me make something very clear.
Is this the reason
Just 10 seconds for him to complete his point, ma'am, then I'm coming to you.
Now we understand why the Bharatiya Janata Party is running away from a special parliament session. Now we understand why Mr. Modi skipped the all-party meeting and rather went to campaign in Bihar for a rally, for a campaign. This goes on to suggest what the priorities of the Bharatiya Janata Party is. This goes on to suggest that Mr. Modi does not want to face the questions. This goes on to suggest that the country has been misled by the Bharatiya Janata Party's government. They have lied to us time and time again. They said that there has been no role of the US. But on the other hand, Donald Trump has been repeatedly saying it. They have committed in a US court. And despite that, Mr. Modi not once has said why did we surrender to Donald Trump? And why?
Sir, as we wait for Sanju Verma's line to be connected once again, I think Sanju Verma is back. Sanju Verma, respond to the points made by Arshdeep Kadyal that repeatedly Donald Trump, despite India's protests, has been making that point. It was he who ensured a ceasefire and used trade as a weapon to get India and Pakistan to agree to a ceasefire.
Gaurav, first and foremost, my line was never disconnected. I could hear every word of what the Congress said and what you were saying.
Okay.
And now I want my time. Because if you call me for a debate, give me the courtesy.
You will get your time. Go ahead, Sanju Verma.
Yes. I don't want to be heckled by the Congress spokesperson. Make sure of that. Now, let me say one thing. First and foremost, what did the DGMO say? The DGMO said, we called out Pakistan's nuclear bluff. What did the External Affairs Minister say? He said that we've imposed disproportionate costs on Pakistan. What did the MEA spokesperson say? The MEA spokesperson said for the first time in 65 years, the Indus Water Treaty has been put in abeyance, bringing Pakistan down to its knees. What did Prime Minister Modi say? घर में घुस के नहीं मारा, सीने पर वार किया है. What did Rajnath Singh say? Ceasefire का सवाल नहीं उठता है. This is an ongoing operation. We've only taken up pause. What did Union Home Minister Amit Shah say? He said, जब तक नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री हैं, पाकिस्तान की जुर्रत नहीं होगी आगे चल के कि दोबारा पहलगाम हो सके. But the Congress and its Darbari ecosystem will not believe Amit Shah, will not believe Jaishankar, will not believe DGMO, will not believe MEA, will not believe Jaishankar. अभी इनके नए पापा बन गए हैं Donald Trump. But Gaurav, my final point is this. Between 1948 and 1964, prior to Nehru's demise, in those 16 years, it is documented publicly. On 24 occasions, the Congress went pleading to the United Nations for intervening on issues related to Kashmir. After the 1965 war, the Tashkent summit happened because the Congress wanted the Soviet Union to intervene. And in 1972, after the 1971 war, Indira Gandhi caved into every ridiculous demand of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and lost the gains of the 1971 war at the negotiating table. और ये लोग आज नरेंद्र मोदी को नैतिकता पर भाषण देते हैं. Shame on you. You guys don't believe your own army. You don't believe your own DGMO. You don't believe your own prime minister.
Let me get Arshdeep Kadyal to respond to that.
But you believe Donald Trump.
Pertinent point you make, ma'am. Mr. Kadyal, do respond, because repeatedly government of India and various officials from the DGMO to the Foreign Secretary to the Defense Minister to the External Affairs Minister, the Prime Minister himself have clarified on a number of issues. Sanju Verma's point is, you'd rather believe a Donald Trump than your own leadership?
The fact of the matter is, because we have been lied by the Bharatiya Janata Party's government time and time again. We all saw how the Bharatiya Janata Party's government, when they were asked, has any jet been downed? They said, what language are you talking about? आप कौन सी बोली बोल रहे हैं? And after that, the CDS clarified that jets were down. See, what have I request?
Okay, Sanju Verma, let him complete his point. Sanju Verma, just let him complete his point. I'm coming to you, ma'am. Let him complete his point, ma'am.
Thank you.
Finish.
So after that, the CDS categorically said that the jets were down, and their own Bharatiya Janata Party's leader, Subramaniam Swamy, said 5 jets were down, and he said Pakistan used Chinese fighter jets. Mr. Modi didn't utter a word on that. Now, Mr. Modi had 8 days. In 8 days, he did 9 rallies, 6 states he covered. He tried to take credit for Operation Sindoor, which goes to the army, which goes to our forces. But he did not once rebut Donald Trump on his claims, on what the submission that they made in the US federal court and in written. And number 2, we see how we are being treated. June 15, Canada is doing a summit. We have not even been invited. And number 2, 4 terrorists. Country is asking the Bharatiya Janata Party's government, where are those 4 terrorists? Why have they still not been nabbed? It's been more than a month. They carried out the Pahalgam attack, the Poonch attack, the Ganderbal attack, the Gulmarg attack. Why is Mr. Modi silent over that? Number 2, Vijay Shah, he's still a minister. He has still not been expelled from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Why is Mr. Modi quiet over that? Number 3, the advance advice that was given by Mr. Jaishankar to Pakistan. The main element of an operation is surprise element. Why did you do away with that? Why this help to Pakistan? And even said that a good advice has been given to Pakistan. Number 4, the Bharatiya Janata Party ought to tell us this thing, that time and time again, when the country was demanding a special parliament session, they were asking questions. Why did you evade it time and time again? And why did Mr. Modi evade a all-party meeting and rather went for a campaign rally that was to be done in
Sanju
Bihar?
Verma, quickly respond to the point
No
that is repeatedly being made, one on the special session of parliament and on aircraft lost, that the Congress wants to know if aircraft have been lost, why is the government not coming clean on it?
When he was speaking, he was the only person on air. Can I be given that courtesy? I refuse to be given, this second fiddle treatment. Thank you.
Go on.
Yes. Now let me make my point. Gaurav, let me say one thing very clearly. The Congress has been saying, we respect our armed forces, but the BJP is lying to us. The Congress respects armed forces? That's an oxymoron. Kanhaiya Kumar, the so-called youth Congress leader, called the army a bunch of rapists. Did the Congress take action against him? Congress MLA from Karnataka, K. Manjunath, made fun of our armed forces post-Operation Sindhu. Did Rahul Gandhi take action against K. Manjunath? Then you have Charanjit Singh Channi, a Rajya Sabha MP from the Congress, saying, "Saboot dikhao, Operation Sindhu hua ya nahi, hame to ye bhi khabar nahi." Has any action been taken against Charanjit Channi? Siddaramaiah, the sitting Chief Minister of Karnataka, gave Pakistan a clean chit. Did Rahul Gandhi take any action against Siddaramaiah? Robert Vadra, Rahul Gandhi's brother-in-law.
But on the specific issue, ma'am, the specific issue on a special session of parliament and aircraft lost.
Did Rahul Gandhi take action against Robert Vadra?
Two specific questions that have been posed, ma'am. One on a special session of parliament, two on aircraft lost.
I'm coming to that. Gaurav, very quickly on special session, let me just say this. And now this is very, very important. Indian Constitution has no provision for a special session, but there is a provision for joint session. There is a provision for emergency sessions under Article 352. Point number 1. Point number 2. If the opposition was serious about a joint session or a special session, what have you, they should have addressed a letter to President Draupadi Murmu, because as the head of the executive, as the supreme commander of the armed forces under the Indian Constitution, the final decision about whether a special session will be held or not is hers to take. And the final point, Gaurav, just bear with me for 20 seconds. 13th April 1984, there was Operation Meghdoot, post the Siachen standoff between India and Pakistan. The BJP was then in opposition, called for a special session. Congress said, "Zarurat nahi hai." Operation Blue Star, 1st to 6th June 1984. Indira Gandhi said no need of a special session, though her own party leaders wanted one. Operation Pavan, 11th October 1987, went on for 3 years under an incompetent Rajiv Gandhi, with more than 30,000 Sri Lankans and Indians losing their lives. People said, Rajiv Gandhi, special session bulao. Rajiv Gandhi ne kaha, zarurat nahi hai. And finally, Operation Cactus, 3rd November 1988. It was due to a regime change in Maldives, and India had taken a strong stand on that front, and we said call for a special session. And Rajiv Gandhi ने कहा जरूरत नहीं है, और आज यही कांग्रेस बीजेपी को भाषण दे रही है. थोड़ी शर्म आती है या नहीं? दोगले